Entertaining, very nail-biting match. Wang Manyu stealing games 1 and 3 to win 4-1 over a very informed Shin Yubin. But now the men's doubles final with the Fujian province's star against the world number 1 and world number 2 alongside Zhou Qihao, who's spectacular to watch. So Chen Song, the Fujianese player I was talking about, taking down Sora Matsushima and Shunsuke Togami in the last round. Before that, Manav Tucker and Manu Shah of India, Wang Chuqin and Lin Shidong taking down Won Ruibo, Huang Youjung. And before that, a very strong pair, Shin Yubin and, well, Chen Yuanyu.
From China, Zhou Qihao, Chen Song. And now, from China, Ling Shidong, Wang Chuqin.
Here they come, the world number 1 and world number 2 just behind him. The two that carry the team right now. They set the examples, right-handed and left-handed. They will battle. That's cool, luggage right there and waiting ready next to the bench. Men's doubles final. And this should be a thriller with, well, 28-year-old who's been quite starring. Zhou Qihao, spectacular to watch. It'll be a best of 5, and he's alongside Chen Song. I mentioned earlier Xu Yingbin, and it was actually Yuan Li's son. My bad. Tail of the table time, a little look at their world rankings in doubles, and also their ages. 25, Wang Chuqin, 20 years old. For Lin Shidong, 28 is Zhou Qihao, and 20, Chen Song. One of 2 players with short pips on the Chinese national team, but you probably wouldn't know the other one by name just yet. They're roommates this time around. Here is Pilot Duang Vidiachai from Thailand. Our umpire for the match will be taking care of the coin toss to determine where the players stand, who serves, and keeping an eye on serves. We've got TTR here in the Infinity Arena. I've got a surprise in the commentary booth that I'll tell you about in a bit, in case you like suspense. I've got plenty of that for you. As Wang Chuqin tucks in and Lin Shidong does the towel folding, as does Zhou Qihao. A little bit of maintenance.
I have blue red, blue for the Zhou and Chen, red for Wang and Lin. Blue, middle toss, you receive, good service, Lin service, and good, Lin service.
That was a fancy wave there from Pilot. Like the way he spun that arm around after the coin toss came to completion. I'm Adam Bobrow, and alongside me for the first time this week in the commentary booth, my friend and fellow table tennis evangelist, Fraser Riley. Welcome back, Fraser.
Thank you for having me, Adam. It's wonderful to be here with you at the second edition of the China Smash, and cannot wait here for the men's doubles final. We've got the wild cards in blue, the world number 1 and 2 in singles, pairing up together for this special occasion.
Wild cards, that is wild. It has been a wild ride to get here. And I think the Cinderella story, Chen Song put up a good fight against Felisa Gong, but as a doubles pair, Benedict Duda and Dong Chiu, 3-0 opening round. It's a match I'd like to learn more about. An Jae-hyun and Kim Jong-hoon in the round of 16 without dropping a game. Manav Tucker, Manu Shah, Shunsuke Togami, and Sora Matsushima 3-1. So they've only dropped a total of 2 games. For wild cards, they are working out wonderfully well.
Yeah, I'm immensely impressed I mean, what an effective doubles partnership they're proving to be. And look at this. Wang Chuqin, Lin Shidong swept aside the former world champions. They beat Yuan Lin-Sun and Xu Yingbin, and then Wang Yozheng and Wen Weibo. That was a classic yesterday, Adam.
Wang Weibo hits the ball so hard, and Wang Yozheng is really impressive. We got a chance to see quite a lot of him. I'm excited for the future with many of the up-and-comers. This is what they're playing for, prize money and trophies. So the trophies there will be alongside the top prize money there. Look at those shiny gold trophies, different colors all around the world. You and I will be fighting for some smaller ones in the media smash, but we can talk about that later. We'll see how we do stiff competition. Fan vote here, speaking of stiff competition, 92% behind Lin Shidong and Wang Chuqin, but probably not a surprise. Cast your votes, the fan votes, at worldtabletennis.com or on the WTT app. What are you looking forward to most about this one, Fraser?
I've just, he's made a massive fan of me, Chen Song, this event. His first ever smash, short pips on the backhand left-hander. So unusual for a Chinese player, or for any player actually. And Zhou has so much flair. I just can't wait. There's so much to talk about here, and we're going to get into it in a second.
We've got a best of 5, so we'll find some good moments. Tong Rui Wu, only other one I can think of, really, as you mentioned, quite uncommon. So short pips, the red side, the backhand of Chen Song in blue.
Lin to serve, love all.
Who's on the receive? It's a best of 5. Lin Shidong to start it off, love all.
Love 1.
His forehand is absolutely incredible. Slender in stature, very different to his backhand. But that forehand, absolutely incredible. Recovers so quickly.
Now Wang Chuqin on a third ball is as dangerous as they come. This is a man who's incredibly calculated, incredibly aggressive, and combined, he's so agile, tough to deal with.
Unbelievable, isn't he, in doubles? Of course, the clean sweep, the triple crown for Wang Chuqin is still intact. Won the mixed doubles yesterday with Sun Ying-sha. Just overall an incredible player in singles and doubles.
3-1.
It's a good point. Shasha on the women's doubles, not there. So nice to have an opportunity for a triple crown.
3-2.
I was walking through the training hall earlier, Adam, and these two partnerships were having a knock-up against each other. Very light-hearted, good spirits.
That's been my general impression of Zhou Qihao and Chen Song. I feel like I've known Zhou Qihao for quite some time. Chen Song, I just met this event, had a few meals together, and he's just, I don't know, a small town guy.
Yeah.
Super good energy.
2-5.
Like a farm boy. Just somebody who's happy to be everywhere and yet has such pride and fights so hard on the table. Oh, speaking of fights hard, commitment on this. I think we've forgotten, just because we haven't seen as much of him recently, how much of a shot maker Zhou Qihao is.
Yeah, well said, Adam. Blurs the lines. I'd say out of all the Team China A-listers, he plays with the most freedom. Is that fair to say, in terms of where he moves, where he's willing to take certain shots from?
He's way up there, definitely. He's always a pleasure to watch. Right into the shirt.
3-7.
Power. Lin Shidong bringing that shot back quickly. Good adaptation to the short pips opening.
Oh, beautiful fanning backhand.
4-7.
Bit of flair there from Jun Song.
Seven, 5.
Interesting. That's the second time we've seen them trying to steal it inside the table, but that's the beauty of the half long. Causes a little bit of hesitation. Well, it's a shot that creates the most hesitation, and we see it a lot in the serve-receive game.
And if you zoom in enough, any half-long shot Could be on the shorter side of half long or slightly longer side. These minor adjustments, and it's going to be up to every player out here to recognize them so they can open up and find opportunities to play shots like this. I think the idea is right from the wild cards here. As soon as the rally gets open, you've got one of the biggest shot makers in the game, former world #1 Lin Shidong, and Wang Chuqin, who just has such determination. A little bit of discomfort here. Nice placement on the long push. You could feel it getting a little cramped for space.
Yeah, long float push as well, so no backspin for Wang Chuqin to deal with there. Just tried to lift the ball a bit too much. Came at him so quickly. It's incredible, isn't it, how good Lin Shidong is from mid-distance and away from the table.
Well, he's put himself away on the scoreboard even more from the wild cards there. Under the table, he just never seems to be uncomfortably off balance.
Yeah.
So 1 game point saved.
10-7.
That's dangerous because in general, most opponents, if they're not planted, if they're on the move too much, out of position, you get a weaker ball back. Lin Shidong has sweet spots that are giant. But a rip here as Zhou Qihao with authority comes through, just casually walks over to the towel, saving another game point.
I love this shot here, crystal clear, all that racket speed, beautiful technique.
And the bangs get blown up, a little emoji face there. Wild card's getting some popularity too. Out of reach after a very stretching shot to the wide forehand of Zhou Qihao. It's back the other way, straight down the middle, and Chen Junsong tested. So the world #1 and world #2 in red start this off well, taking the first game.
A beautiful rally there, loop to loop. Finesse down the line, just glances it. Chen Junsong just getting back to ball but couldn't return it. Great start from China's main macho men.
We've talked about being the team captain at such a young age. I know I've overheard your commentary at least throughout the week. And he does have big shoes to fill, but he's filled those shoes quite well.
Second game, Chen to stop. Lap all.
It just feels so natural for him to be a big brother.
Make sure that your service, you're not vertical.
So, service warning here. Not vertical. Service toss. She'll be no more than 30 degrees. Wow. I said wow because right after a service warning, I mean, if a cop writes you a ticket, you don't peel out when you drive away if it was for speeding, right?
Yeah. Wasn't too different.
Lap 2.
3 in a row. We'll see.
Yeah.
He either, I mean, there are too many possibilities. Maybe not a point in guessing. But for fun, I'm guessing he either believes his serves are fine, didn't understand the warning, or figures, I believe it's not that big of a deal. He probably won't call me on it again. Ooh, edge, feint edge.
Also, it's important to remember that players are so fixated on what they need to do to win a point. One of the last things they're thinking about is how vertical is my serve? Or, for example, how illegal could I make this serve so that the umpire wouldn't tell? You know, it's one of the last things on their mind, if anything.
That's a wonderful point you bring up. At this level, the clarity, it's part of the reason I think we hesitate to have conversations with any players right before matches, because we know that they've worked so hard to be mentally in the right zone, in the place to just focus and win. And before every single point, it's a new equation that's in front of them.
Yeah.
All the details, so. And I like the way you covered the players' intentions as well. Lin Shidong there, nice wrist action to come behind the ball. Fake out the opponents. That said, the second seeds are trailing by 2. Nice long serve, some guts here from Wang Chuqin. Lionheart, you'd expect to be brave, as he has been for quite some time.
Absolutely no indication that that was going to be a long, fast serve. Same form motion as his half long. Oh, goodness me. You know, it's incredible how Chen Song is able to adapt with the short pips on the receive game. Of course, he can't banana flick. He can't Chiquita.
Maybe not with the consistency. You haven't seen him try it yet. And an edge comes back, a little table tennis karma. Yeah, the point that Fraser's making, if you're newer to table tennis, is the backhand, the red side of Chen Song's racket, the lefty here serving, doesn't generate as much spin. Fault called, TTR it. Give it a try. Yeah, I love it. Quiz show. Christoph Geiger's record is outstanding. Pilot's turn. Oh, 0 for 1. No, I'm just kidding. Doesn't count.
TTR challenge by Chen.
That looks tough to keep in.
Angle.
My ears are horrible at holding things.
Me too. Losing the AirPods on the plane.
All the time. Okay, so the call was not vertical. We're going to get a TTR review back. And if it's more than 30 degrees off of straight up in any direction, the call is correct. And that would mean one unsuccessful call left. Here we go, moment of truth. Oh, 40! Over 40! Wow. I mean,
Challenge unsuccessful.
that's rough.
Look at Georgie Howe's face there.
Challenge remain.
Oh, that's fun. Zhou Qihao just said to him, well, at least it's not 70. No, I'm just kidding. Can you imagine? The first time Lin Gaoyuan ever called challenge, with belief, it was 52.
What a shot!
Oh, the save, Lin Shidong. And a perfect read on the other side. Imagine there was some side spin on that. Lin Shidong was shaking his head like he could have done better, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah. How high is he setting his standards? Look at the way he contacted that. Unbelievable shot.
Wang Chuqin with a little limbo action there on the other side as he tries to make his way back in. Yeah.
6-0.
This is where we've seen what Chun Meng, Ding Ning, I think they've all done this, where the ball comes back over the net.
Oh, yeah.
But you'd have to play that short to the forehand side.
Yeah, Christian Carlsen against Ma Long as well did one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But it was just Ma Long.
6-7.
Can you imagine? He can only do that against noobs. Thanks, Internet, for the inspiration. Good times. Back in front, Wang Chuqin and Lin Shidong.
7-all.
And tied back up here, the wild cards might have loosened up grip for a moment, but very much fighting for this. What a counter. Zhou Qihao, good anticipation, wide reach.
Lin Shidong met the ball beautifully with his backhand rip against those short pips. Incredible block from Zhou Qihao.
7-8.
And here I felt like the unpredictability factor. He didn't go for a big shot. He just went for somewhere unusual, and it definitely caught the opponents by surprise.
I think it's very important that Chen Song is paired up with a player who has such feeling. Not many players could actually play with Chen Song. That's something to consider because of the short pinball factor. You need a special kind of talent alongside him.
Interesting. Yeah, Zhou Qihao taking his risks here. That inside-out forehand has been quite starring. And this time the pips less rotation with the opponents behind the table. They have to add their own lift to make sure it doesn't come back into the net. So from 7-7, 3 straight points, and it's 3 game points for the wild cards. Skyrocket off that edge in flight, and a third towel break now as 1 game point is saved by the second seeds. In case you're curious who the first seeds were, Alexis and Félix Lebrun. Oh man, the turn. To pull the body out of the way like that, but then to pull the shot with it, exactly the opposite of where the turn was going on the other side.
It's ridiculous.
Oh, na-na. And it's 3 game points saved to send it to deuce in game number 2.
The minerals here, outstanding. This float serve, third ball tactic is perfect. It's not that much you can do against that kind of serve. Oh, well done indeed. Another one bites the dust here. A game point for them.
And with that chop block on the backhand from Chen Song, quite an impressive 4-point run here. Little secret time. Crowd likes it. Still a signal. And Shidong calling what he wants. Oh man, the turn and burns are coming through quick.
That's really, really crafty. Amazing composure from Zhou. How he adapted there. Didn't know exactly where it was going to go, but kept the bat high, used the pace on the ball. Perfect technique.
Everything from the start of that point, even the flick with the backhand.
Yeah.
Chen Song. But it stays on their side of the table, and it's another game point favoring Lionheart and Stone. Lin Shidong. And they capture 13-11, 2 in the bag, 1 game away from those tall gold trophies. And in all Chinese affair, the wild cards have had their chances. 10-7, they were up in this. But just a wipe of that top lip, a little secret there. If you're good at lip reading, tell me what he said, because you were close in yesterday's interview. Anyway, a good rally here, a lot of incredible exchanges. As Chen Song and Zhou Qihao fight. Their backs are against the ropes. They're down 0-2. The top seeds left, 1 game away.
Listen. That game, lead this up, lap all.
Back for game 3, pair in blue, fighting for survival.
Yes. 1 love.
Looking to extend here. That said, a little bit of English on that, the word yes.
Beautiful contact there from Chu Chin. Nice duel. Just fell off the racket there on that counter. That last game is one that we'll reference no matter what happens here in this final. Can't change the past.
Lap 3.
And a timeout now. Common timeout in a must-win, down 0-3. Zhou Qihao leaning to try and catch that out in front. No coaches on benches as both pairs play for the same association, Team China. So, they'll both have this minute to talk things through. Interesting, 8 years between them. Wild cards, can't imagine they have much experience playing together. Actually, the first event for the two in blue playing together. I love the TT heart there. It's probably TTR, but he made it shaped like a heart. Maybe he loves TTR.
Maybe. I do.
Me too, I was just gonna say. He said I do. Here we go, back for the action, down 0-3. Good way to come out of the timeout. Some spin on top of the bounce, moving forward as they contact.
Yeah, beautiful blocking there. Applying pressure, well, absorbing all that incoming spin.
Oh, breakdance for breakdance. Touch and ground on both sides as they turn around to play these shots.
Gold star there from Zhou Jihao. Look at the contortion there. How he made space out of his crossover. Mind-blowing. And well, look at this here at the timeout.
3 straight points into the towel break. To discover Chen Song in this event and to see Zhou Jihao so deep in it, it's awesome. It's just such an odd couple.
Yeah.
Leaping out here like a Qatar table tennis star, just jumping through the court after a chop block from Chen Song.
Done with it so well, Chen again with that absolutely massive compound movement.
5,
Shame there.
3.
Not for Wang Chuqin and Lin Shidong.
No, not at all.
I was going to say for spectators, but considering what percentage of spectators might be rooting for the pair in red.
You just can't even say that.
Yeah. Ooh, depth on the table. Lin Shidong still getting the upper body out of the way to make the most of this one.
So Chen Song started representing the Chinese national team last year, right? This is his 19th event. So I wonder what his relationship's like with the rest of the team. How much time has he actually spent with them?
19th event, or he's played 19 matches before?
I think this is his 19th event.
Oh.
But he could have played some youths, I'm not too sure.
Gotcha. Time will tell. 4 points in front, 4 points away from the championship.
3.
Counting it down. No timeouts left on the wild side. No timeout needed.
4.
Lou Reed over here just crushing that ball, catching a little bit of the edge, it seemed. Yep, just enough to make that ball deflect. Tight serves again. It's the beware of dog sign waiting on that fence, the net. The third ball on the other side, the two biggest. Wow.
5, 9.
I mean, I can't recall ever seeing that. He took so much pace off the ball that Wang Chuqin realized he'd have to lift, and he grabbed the table for support after swinging.
Could have been nasty there.
Oh. Whoa! Ole!
6,
wow.
9.
El Matador.
Yeah.
I want to see that again. Wang Chuqin showing how cultured he is here. Spain watching this right now saying, when you're done, ole, ole. Don't you want to see it come down on the edge? I know, right? Lin Shidong, tee-hee-hee. We feel you. He just represented almost everyone watching. That is some power, Zhou Jihao. Relentless attack with no remorse.
Jeez Louise. He's absolutely cream crackered that backhand. And again, another reminder of his shot-making ability. Good fight back here.
And sliding in with just the right racket angle here to brush the ball. Lin Shidong sets up championship point 3 times over, but it's not in the pocket yet. Now it is. They take the title. The world number 1 and world number 2. The second seeds, world rank number 10. Wang Chuqin with more smiles in the last 2 days. I don't know exactly what it is, but he seems charmed right now. And with the teammates, Zhou, his old buddy, and Chen Song, the next generation, same age as Lin Shidong. Lin Shidong and Wang Chuqin have been carrying responsibility and doing it quite well. Together as a pair, they've done wonderfully. Credit to both. And I'll let Wang Chuqin be the first to tell you that you should support the team. And this was very much a team effort from these two excellent players who contributed a lot to taking this title here today, Fraser.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Adam. Wang Chuqin wearing the captain hat very, very well indeed. Supporting someone who he probably treats now as a little brother, Lin Shidong, the world number 2. And quite right, congratulations to Chen Song and Zhou Jihao, who, on their debut at a WTT Series event together as a pair, reaching a Smash final. Beautiful stuff and great sportsmanship. Love the embrace at the end.
Oh man, if you have any butter, it's melting. Probably just like your heart. A look here at the winning balls on the table. Lin Shidong and Wang Chuqin mixing it up quite well, hitting it out to that backhand side of the table for Zhou Jihao in the wide forehand of Chen Song. 23 minutes. Felt like much more. 3-0, a lot of fast action from both sides with the power and spin that Lin Shidong and Wang Chuqin bring. They really took care of business.